they need to use examples? Do they need to use what do they need to do? Hello, Kim.
I mean, no, it's
That's your boy.
Yeah. I saw that. What's up, Kev? I think that they know how to do that. That's really simple. It's like when your head, heart, and your gut line up, and it's a strong intuition.
Yes.
It's a strong feeling. It's a strong energy feeling behind it.
Yes.
That's right. Even if you don't understand it. Yes, follow. It's a 90% chance you are correct. 90%.
Follow it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are the foundation inspirations in your life?
Foundational inspirations in my life? Family.
Okay.
Family. Then, of course, my nuclear, my daughters and my wife, mother, father, brothers. Let's see. Foundation. Elevation. There's always one. Universal principles, things that apply everywhere, not most times, not sometimes. Things that apply. I'm gonna say most times because nothing applies. There's always an exception to every rule,
right.
But things universally that apply, like globally, universally, just all the time.
Yes.
Those are staples for me. Elevation, respect, consistency. That's all going to be in elevation.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that would probably be, that would sum it up without getting specific.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What was one of the hardest things you had to overcome in life?
Oh,
I have an idea, but it's
one of the hardest things I had to overcome.
Yes.
People, dealing with people.
Okay.
Understanding relationships. When because I had so much family coming up, I treated my friends like family.
Yes.
And it took me a while to learn that into my adult life that everybody got a reason or a season or a lesson or a blessing. They're not always there for the long haul. Some people are just like the spare tire. They only good for when that's an emergency. Some people are just good like the fire extinguisher, only when there's a fire. And they may sit there for years and just be there. But when you need them, you need them. Understanding friends and family and how that plays out with both, even with family, how that plays out, because all family, all blood, ain't family. You know what I mean? But you got to know it's still blood, but that doesn't mean that's family, because I have some friends.
Right.
That's more family than my blood.
Right.
And so, you have to learn. So that was the hardest thing I had to overcome, relationships and people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How often should dads hear thank you? It's a two-part question.
Should hear?
Yeah.
How often should we hear?
Yes.
Well, as much as the average dad does, at least 2 or 3 times a day. At least 2 or 3 times a day. And specifically for, whatever it is he's doing. Because they'll say, hey, daddy, can you, hey, daddy. So, you should specifically tell him why. And not just say thank you, because he should know. Because there's so many things that happen, in the course of a day. And so at least 3.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How often should they be shown that they are thankful?
See, that part, once you tell us, it ain't really, we don't have to really see it so much all the time. Mm-hmm. I would say now, okay, so I say now, every 90 days, because of the way that people are more aware of the emotional, mental state of others. So it's more of a staple now than it was when I was coming up. So I can say every 90 days, every 6 months will be cool, depending on the family or the situation.
That's fair. Okay. Around what age should dads notify their daughters about family trauma?
I mean,
help them.
That's so that see again. If somebody touches her, she should be learning that at 4 and 5.
Like
inappropriate
the overall
touching.
Family trauma, like help her see her family.
Yes, I'm
sorry, not a personal.
That's okay. So that's going to be case by case. That's going to be relative, depending on how aware she is, how in tune she is with the reality of what's actually going on. I would say 15. 15 will be a good age, but you would have to start prepping her by 12, not telling her, just kind of asking her questions and talking to her to see how much reality is she really retaining before you go off into that. Yeah, so start at about 12, just, seeing where her head is, and then actually going to it at 15. Once you know how much she can handle, how deep she can go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then this just popped in my head. What are some techniques that dads could use to help build trust with their daughters?
I would say no. Daddy-daughter dates first. Mm-hmm. Set the date with your daughter. What I did, do this simple, fellas. This is moms and dads. It's not hard. We used to just go to the parking lot of McDonald's and get some fries back in the day. But you may not, that was years ago. So you might want to just say, hey, go to the smoothie spot. Yeah. Y'all sit down and get a smoothie. You might want to, it might be, you maybe y'all like sushi, whatever it is that you do. Like, yeah, just go to that little place that y'all go to. Then, might be a bag of chips. I don't know, whatever you do. Y'all sit down, you get that date, you get that time, you keep that date and that time. You take your daughter or your son out. Then you said that was for daughter specific?
Yes.
Okay. Take your daughter out, and then y'all just spend that time together. But I would say start off everything that you tell your daughter, keep your word. Don't never break your word. If you say you're going to do it, you got to do it. But now that's depending upon the type of man that you are, the level of manhood you have. Because if you're all over the place and you can't keep your word, you might need to change some things you're doing as a man so you can grow. Because even with your job, you can still keep your word. You're going to get off. Most people know they're going to get off at a certain time. 90% of us know. There's going to be traffic. All of this stuff. So you just build all that in to the time that you're supposed to get with your daughter. Now, there's nothing wrong with leaving early. You just can't come late. So if you tell her 8 o'clock, you can get there at 7, and then that's cool. She ain't gonna be mad at you for doing it too early. Right. Just call and communicate with her. I don't know what her age is. Then she may have a little homework or something like that. But yeah, just keep your word. Consistency is the key. Always keep your word.
And let her know if something changes.
That's right. And that can happen. But for the most part, usually it doesn't change, but if one of the fellas call you and you go out and have some drinks and you get held over, see, that's on you. You don't do that to your daughter. You can't do it that day. You just can't do it.
Okay. Tell the dads how they should teach their daughter about red flags in a relationship.
I'll say first, look at relationships that you've been through, Dad. Relationships that your close friends and family have been through. Get those major things that your daughter is going to go through, and then you put those parameters in place. Like a young man is about respect. He should be respecting your daughter at all times. If he doesn't respect your daughter, that should be a red flag. If he gets around his friends and then he starts, disregarding her and disrespecting her, tell her that's a red flag. Mm-hmm. If he starts talking to her crazy, that's a red flag. Mm-hmm. If he's inconsiderate about phone calls, picking her up, that's a red flag. Like all of the stuff that that people shouldn't do. Mm-hmm. You've seen your relationships, you've seen your friends and your family. Just go off of those staples, and those are the red flags, and put those parameters there and let her know when you see these things, you should be very, very aware. Start paying attention, because that's going to lead to something else. It's not just about the A, B, and C. It's the X, Y, and the Z. That's where it's going to lead to. Yeah.
Okay. Shift a slight gear.
All right.
What are 5 things on your bucket list, if you have them? We're well. How are you?
5 things. I'll say 1 is to sleep in a real castle. I like those old, I like the old ancient architecture. Mm-hmm. I want to sleep in a real old castle. Yes. Like it used to be a kingdom or something like that. And yeah, I want to sleep in with the big fireplace, the big, huge fireplace. Like you could sleep in there like that. That's one thing. But I want to go to Egypt, Africa. I want to go to Africa. I want to be by the pyramids. That's 2.
Okay.
Bucket list. It's not a whole lot that I want to go to a beach with black sand. I want to be on a beach with black sand. Yeah, real black sand. That's 3.
Yeah.
Bucket list. Huh. Let me think about something crazy I want to do.
It could be something from your childhood you thought about.
You know what? Something I want to do. I'm gonna go crazy. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't thought of a lot of crazy stuff. It's funny, I can't think of none right now. I want to wrestle an alligator. I do. That's 4.
What?
Yeah, I want to wrestle an alligator.
I'm not gonna condone that one.
I'm just saying.
No,
you asked me.
That doesn't count.
I'm telling you.
No,
that's what I want to do.
That doesn't count.
Let me just. You can't tell me it don't count. It's my list. A bucket list.
One more.
Okay, I would like to have enough money to where I could force nations to treat their people right. That's
you would pay them.
I would. They wouldn't even need their government. I would have enough money and resources and power, so it won't be homeless. So I'm gonna put people up so they won't be homeless. I'm gonna get enough doctors so they can have health care. I'm gonna get enough food so it won't be, so because the greedy people, they make it hard. And if they wasn't greedy, it'd be enough for everybody,
Got you.
Yeah.
Kev said nothing with classic cars.
A Duesenberg, I would like a Duesenberg, but that's really not, Kev. So a 36 Duesenberg is what I would like.
It's not really a bucket list thing.
Right, that's what I'm saying, because no.
It could be. It could be to acquire.
Yeah. But again, so there's no rules to the bucket list. Yeah. So I would want to definitely have enough resources and power to where I can go into different countries and give people what they need and let them see how easy and peaceful the world could be without the red tape and the BS. Yeah, Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll make it specific. When you think about Dr. Kev,
all right,
what do you think about
Dr. Kev?
Yes,
I'm gonna give you a lot. I'm gonna go from least to best.
Okay.
I think youth.
Okay.
Ignorance.
Okay.
Egotistical.
Okay.
Short-sighted.
Okay.
Genius.
All right.
Thoughtful.
Yes.
Excellent father.
Mm-hmm.
Good man.
Mm-hmm.
Wise beyond his years.
Okay.
That's what I think about Dr. Kidd.
Okay.
Yep.
And what do you think he would say about you?
The same thing. I think he would say the same. I think he would say about the same. I think he would probably say about the same thing.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. This was a so I saw this on social media earlier. It said, how do you know when you're following your intuition or when you're just running away from your trauma?
Say that again. How do you know?
How do you know you're trying to follow your intuition,
right,
or you're running away from your trauma?
I don't think most people are that intelligent. Right. I don't think, because when you're dealing with your trauma, I don't care who you are, and Dr. Kev can chime in on this one. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we really understand how the trauma plays out.
Auntie Sandy.
Hey, what's going on, Auntie?
Hello.
I don't know if we know how that trauma is impacting us and turning into that dysfunction, and how it keeps our filters clogged and our lens foggy, so we can't see through that. So I think it would take a very special person to be able to do that.
Yes.
I think it would take a very special person to
it
be able to do
definitely took me to a thinking place of, sometimes even as women, well, our emotions usually gets the best of us. And, we have these conversations where it's our friends saying, oh, we're just trying to self-sabotage. Or what if it's really us following our instincts and our gut is saying, this dude is a red flag. I think accountability has a lot to do with
I think where y'all have to be careful, just like us. Like you will see things. Mm-hmm. Like when Dad was dating, yes, and I was making decisions, you'd be like, Daddy, you got to watch this, right? It's things we are blinded to because we just don't see that, yes, as men. And it's the same thing as women. It's things that y'all don't see. Your filter is clogged. You're off. You can't get it. You are not going to get it. So that's why you have to have the yin to the yang. You got to have white and black, big and tall, rich and poor, hot and cold, up and down. You got to balance. Mm-hmm. So when you just have a woman looking at something, she's going to be off. And when you just have a man looking at something, he's going to be off at times. So that's why you need that counterpart, that other side.
Yes.
You can't do it by yourself. You need some help.
I agree.
No doubt.
I agree.
No doubt.
I agree. Okay, wait. Okay, so another thing. How does a daughter tell her father she found the one? She like, Daddy, this is it. I'm taking myself out the game.
Wow.
He the one.
How does she tell him that?
How should
She just says it, but how old is she, first of all?
She is
How old is she?
31. And she found the one.
Okay. She should just say it. Now, if the father was in her life, if he was doing his job, if he was consistent, if he was diligent, if he gave her the resources, the tools, and the skills, if he didn't have an outside life that was bigger than what was going on in his house, at 31, she should be able to have that conversation. See, yeah, what's up, big fella?
Hello.
Men are physical thinkers, women are emotional. Yes, sir. Oh,
Yes.
yes, sir.
I
Absolutely.
agree. I agree.
So she should, at 31, she should be able to just go and tell her father what it is, and they should be able to sit down. He's going to ask her why. And usually by that time, he would know the young man.
Right.
So he would already know if he's the one or not.
I would hope
so he'll be coaching and counseling, guiding, directing her to see if he is the one, and he already had an answer to that one.
Yes.
Yeah. He'd had an answer to that.
Okay. Well, I'm good right now.
You good?
You go ahead. You can go.
All right. My father.
Hey, Granddad.
Granddad.
No, I was just saying in case he's watching.
I was like, oh my goodness. What? I was going to fall out.
No.
My father taught me.
Oh, you were talking about.
Yes.
Oh.
It's a question.
How to be a bum.
Okay.
How to. I'm just kidding.
I mean, hey, that's just your answer.
My father has taught me the value and importance of family, whether that be blood or selective family. You have taught me consistency. You have taught me respect. You have taught me that money is a tool.
Mm-hmm. Come on, keep
I know.
Yeah.
You have taught me that what I need is not usually what I want.
Oh yeah.
You have taught me feminine energy by bringing me around real women, sitting me down in front of, that when we were in Cleveland, Auntie Sandy and Auntie
that was dope.
Auntie Leora,
that was dope, y'all.
You've also taught me the game.
Okay. What does that mean?
That, a lot of times when I was dating, I had to play dumb.
Yeah,
but most times I knew, dude, you're not that smart. I've been surrounded.
You learn a lot.
I've been surrounded by real men my entire life. So when it doesn't look like that, I know that you playing. I have to give myself accountability because sometimes I allowed certain things to happen that shouldn't have happened because I knew better. You taught me the power of hard work.
Mm-hmm.
You've taught me laughter is sometimes the best medicine for that remedy.
Yeah.
You've taught me help.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to those people that inspired you and helped you with help.
Mm-hmm. It's a crackhead lady that's watching. She did it.
And most importantly, you taught me you've given me the tools and resources to be a successful wife. Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I can just hit in on that. That's what's up.
Pound it, y'all. Pound it.
That's what's going on, y'all. That's what's up. That's good. I am blank to my father.
A headache.
Yes.
First thing that popped up. And
bam.
I am reminded.
There you go. Get it right, Jack.
Daily that
Yes.
I am a headache.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Lovingly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I'm gonna hit you upside your head and discipline you, but it's like sometimes it's you hear it in people's voice that you getting on their nerves. You hear it in their body language or the way they pour their drink. That's how you know. Stop your shenanigans.
Oh, CL said that's awesome. What you
Yay,
said.
thank you.
Yeah, see, that's right. That's dope.
It took a long time.
And I'm not, listen, she ain't getting it. I told her I was going to pay her. She ain't getting paid. That's why she said
my direct deposit already hit. So.
I think you could.
Yeah, that's a headache.
So that's it?
Also,
I'm like,
I
wow.
would also say
wow.
Peaceful.
Okay.
Grounding. I'm a volcano for you, and I'm explaining that.
Mm.
Most people look at volcanoes and think that it's beautiful, and they are. But sometimes, daughters, we can put pressure, and that's how volcanoes erupt, is pressure. But it creates a beautiful structure and object. It's beautiful. Dangerous, because I've talked to my dad several times. I don't do, see, talk to, or go places because I know if that volcano erupts, it's not like a tape that you can put around and it's gonna stop it from spreading or erupting or overflow. So that's what I would say. A father and daughter relationship is kind of like a volcano. Not all the time, but sometimes when we put that pressure on dads, they erupt, but it creates a beautiful structure. I'll put it that way.
When I see my dad, I see
Goofy.
Okay.
Most times I'm walking past him trying not to laugh. He does it on purpose. And sometimes I have to keep the face of determination. Can't let him win. Can't let him.
She try not to laugh. And I'm pretty good, y'all. Yeah. I mean, for real. Like, I know a lot of people don't know this about me. But just like personally, super goofy. When you around me on the regular, if you're around me and don't laugh, yes, you probably got to go see somebody. You need some. Right. Because I'm going to do something stupid. Yeah. Like, 90% chance.
Also, I see a champion of life. You've overcome a lot, but people don't know that. Right. And sometimes you got to flex. And I be telling him all the time.
Nah. Yeah, because then they're going to say.
No. I said, I didn't say all the time. Okay. I said sometimes.
Right. But it's, how some stuff work for some. Okay, so like Prince, y'all.
He had to flex.
Peace, prayers, and blessings. As humble as he was, but on the stage, he didn't have to flex because you knew he was a bad boy.
Well,
everybody knew that. He
flexed a little bit.
I'm saying, but he didn't have to.
Right.
Everybody knew he was rich. He was famous, successful. He was a genius. Everybody knew that, right? Nah, you like it or love it, whatever, leave it. But that you knew what it was. But what he do, he could wear a perm with pumps. He could wear makeup, eyeliner with lace, with button-up pants, double-breasted in the front, and be a man. That was genius. Let me tell you, ain't nobody else gonna be able to pull that off.
It was.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. That's a bad boy. Because listen, as a man, lace, double-breasted button-up pants with pumps, with a perm, with eyeliner, no. That can't walk. But he was a ladies' man, and everybody knew that. That's greatness.
That was it.
That's greatness right there.
Shout out to him.
For sure. Like one of my idols.
What's my favorite song? Oh.
He was a bad boy.
Is it Diamonds?
Diamonds and Pearls. Yeah.
Ultimate.
If I could change one thing about my father, it would be.
If I could change one thing about you. Nothing. Because then I wouldn't be who I was. Yeah. It's a real thing. You got to think about that. That's like, you know,
Yeah,
people
no,
say, I will go back
I
in time.
understand the response.
You know.
I just would think it would be something.
No,
All right.
nothing. Is it annoying? Yeah.
You just hit the big game for 500 million. I'm gonna do this for my dad. I'm gonna give my dad this.
Honestly, I would surprise you with the dude's finished, complete, no worries, hands down.
Oh yeah.
You would just see it pull up and it'd be done. Like finished product, you wouldn't have to worry about it no more. You know, hire a mechanic at all times if something happened, you know, because it's older.
Yeah, but once you redo it.
I'm saying, but you know, it's older, so you know,
But it's gonna be all new though, right, if you redo it.
But you know, you might need a mechanic at some point down the road, you know.
Yeah, not when you redo it, because I ain't gonna drive it like that. Well, no, you okay? But yeah, keep the mechanic. Then that would mechanic could be good. Yeah,
it will be a finished product. Yeah. You have nothing to worry about. Money would not be a problem. It would just be get it done. Whatever, that would be it.
Okay. That's the only thing.
And
dang, with 500 million.
That would be my.
You go get that Duesenberg. Kev even knew that.
I mean, yeah, but I know that the Deuce is your baby, and it's
right. Oh yeah, that's
kind of a thing.
That's personal. Yes. That's very sentimental.
Yeah. Then what else?
That is a Duesenberg to me.
Right.
To me. Yeah.
Honestly, I would find Barry White's family and let you talk to them.
Yeah, that would
so
be dope.
You could know him.
Right. That would be
you
dope.
know, like I would.
Then I would like to donate some money to his museum or state because I know they got something going on, so people could hear his music and understand that he couldn't read music. Mm-hmm. He was writing that beautiful music and couldn't read it. Wow. That was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I just lost it. Oh, and then I would let your barbershop be where it needs to be.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's a whole nother. Yeah, that's another situation, complicated. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be it.
Yeah.
And then we go shopping.
So you don't be shopping.
Yeah, I would.
I'm gonna wear the same thing.
I'm not talking about lounge clothes. I mean, like, you know, like I go to Detroit or New York.
You know, I had a clothing line. I know. Yeah.
I'm saying, but
wifey came on. So I know how to do it.
You asked me.
Okay, yes.
You making this personal. You making it personal. You are making this personal.
I was just saying this to the family out here. I wear the same clothes.
And
but I know
why
how to dress.
We would go to the store.
Man. Because when I'm ready to get down, for real. I think, why do you think this is what I do?
It would be a store run.
I like downplay a lot of stuff. You got that from me, unfortunately. So like if I can get 100 on the test, I'll just get an 85.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Because I ain't trying to, you know. And then people will come and say,
business.
Right,
you got 100. I need to.
No, but what people will say is, you probably work real hard to get the 85. And I'll be like, yeah.
Right.
So that, I mean, they thinking I'm getting a 60. When they don't know, I could have got 100. I was doing that for you.
Right.
Yeah. So it's I think it, you know, that has its shortcomings and its disadvantages, right? When you do stuff like that, like you said, when flexing. But every time I try to do something, people say, "Oh, that was too much."
You don't have to be
it's like the sun. No, I'm not giving you all of the light.
Right.
When I turn it up, that's halfway, and they think that's too much. Or what would have happened had I turned it all the way up?
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Well, that's it for me too. I'm good. You good?
Anybody on social media?
Anybody want to say something, heard something, want to comment on something before we close it out?
Question?
A comment, because y'all be watching.
Concern, suggestion?
Because the comments be dope.
You know?
We can shut it down.
Any of the dads on here that have daughters want to
come on, man. You already know they got stuff. If you got a daughter, you got something to say. That's not a question.
You know, Kev.
CL definitely got something to say. It's all about is he gonna do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to baby girl in college.
That's right. Yeah. Shout out the wait. What school is? What is it?
Vol State.
Vol State. Yeah, Vol State in the house. Yeah, CL. Yeah, you playing.
Thank you. Another great show.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Kev, you got something?
Of course he got something. What you mean?
You know, I know
you. He can't not look. CL could say he ain't got nothing.
When I said
Kev got something.
When I think about Kev, I think of a teapot.
All right.
With a whole that's just brewing. he got a whole bunch with his little girls, and they just brewing because they about to be teenagers. Quickly, it's coming sooner than you think.
Man, keep blinking.
And that will be, and I'm excited to see that transformation.
Be dead and done. You're gonna be buying cars, Kev. Trust me. In like 2 years, it's gonna seem like 2 years you're gonna be buying cars. Yeah.
Oh, that's another time for the next show.
Okay, that's what's
cool.
up. That's what's up. See. All right, we want y'all to take this. We want you to test this. We want you to try this. Take it to the barbershop or take it to the hair salon. Take it to the job or take it to the church. Remember, you don't have to like it, believe it, or understand it. Sometimes you just have to respect it. This is the Clipper Dome Chronicles. Thank you.
You found the mouse.
Yeah. Oh, and Mama Candace found the mouse. Oh, wow.